Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a video on why I like the Princess Weiyoung. So I like the Princess Weiyoung because she is a feminist female lead, and while I can understand that people get annoyed that she's constantly in the same trap and having to get out of it in the exact same way, I like how she's able to constantly fight back and doesn't get tired of it. Like, there's something so amazing about how formidable Wei Young is in the face of crisis. And I like that she doesn't need the male lead in her life to help her. She can help herself, and I love that. It was my first historical drama. I adored it. And I also like the female villains as well. Like, they were driven by love, and a lot of what they did that was evil and cruel and vile was driven by their love for people that they could not actually have. But I had a lot of sympathy and empathy for them, and I think that they were very human characters. You could argue they were definitely caricatures, particularly Chang'le, but I still felt like Chang'e and Chang'le were really interesting characters. And even Chang'le's mother was also really interesting, and I felt like I could understand the backstory of the characters as well. Chang'le's mother grew up in a household where she had to learn how to kind of fight for herself. She probably had a bunch of concubine mothers as well as her own, so she kind of fought to have a place in the world and gain power. So I kind of understand why she was also very evil and very cruel, and then taught Chang'le to be the same way, which was further enabled by Chang'le's father, who was the prime minister, and who, in my opinion, I have a theory. I haven't read the book of Princess Weiyoung, but I have a theory that Chang'le's father was not actually as weak as he's portrayed on screen, because where are his where are his brothers? We never see Changru's dad on screen. Um and that's weird. That's weird. Um and I think they make it seem like he died. Why do I feel like Chang'le's father is the prime minister? The likelihood that he might have killed one of his siblings to try and like make sure he got all the political power isn't far from the truth, because you don't get to be the role of prime minister by being a weak man in your household. Like, everything that goes on there, no matter what they portray to us on screen, he let happen. He knew everything that was happening in that household. And I think even his mother, as kind as she was and everything, I don't believe that you get to be grand madam of a household and be that ignorant. It's just not realistic. So I have a feeling that she also just lets things go by to keep the peace, and she might well be a good person. I'm not even arguing that she isn't, but these characters in this setup are more nefarious than they are presented to us on screen, and I feel like we could have gotten more, but they wanted to kind of stick to a particular character archetype, so villain and um and good person, which I think is probably poor character writing, and they could have delved deeper, which would have made the show even more interesting and added some depth into it. But it did not take away from my enjoyment not seeing that, because I got to think further about, why these characters would have ended up in this kind of situation if they were as weak as they were portrayed on screen. But overall, I really loved this drama. I loved the OST, I loved the costumes, I loved the characters, even though I think they could have been developed a lot further. And it's a drama that I highly recommend. It's long. Chinese dramas are usually really long, but I think it's worth it. But not everybody will want to watch it, because a lot of the time Boyong isn't stuck in the same kind of situations, and it's like a cycle. It's kind of like a circular plot, honestly. The same thing that I argued against when I watched Legend of Fu Yao is that the same reason why I actually like the show, because the female lead does it herself. Like, she gets herself out of situations, and I think that's what I admire in this one that I disliked in Legend of Fu Yao. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Thank you. Bye.